Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for Elf, which stars Will Ferrell, James Caan, Bob Newhart, Edward Asner, Mary Steenburgen, Zoe Deschanel, Daniel Tay, and Fazion Love, and Peter Dinklage. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual. For those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, come back camera, back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me and then never give me a fair warning because as usual, I did. So, yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, in this movie, you have Elf, Buddy the Elf, played by Will Ferrell. Yeah, Will Ferrell. He sneaks when he's a baby. He's in this orphanage. He sneaks into Santa's bag. Santa basically adopts him and convinces him, rather easily, I guess, I suppose, because he did raise him basically for like 30 years, 30-ish years. Um, but he convinces Buddy the Elf that he is an elf. And it's not really too much later in his life, like when he's 30, around his 30s, 30-ish. I want to say that elf, that Will Ferrell's character, Buddy the Elf, is in his 30s in this movie. Um, but that's when he finds out that he's a human. So he goes to New York to find his dad and be with his dad, which is James Caan. And James Caan, he's settled down. He's with his own family. He has a wife. He has a son who's about 15. He's maybe somewhere between 12 and 15. So, that's going on. He forgot about his other wife. It seems like the previous wife died and died during childbirth, so he didn't really know anything about Buddy. It's just him trying to reconnect with his dad, trying to get his dad to believe in Christmas. He meets Zoe Deschanel. Who is like his love interest in this movie. So that's pretty good. I actually never realized that was Zoe Deschanel till um just now, to be honest. So I don't know. I think it's last year when I learned it was Zoe Deschanel. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. It never really hit me because she was blonde in that movie, and now she has black hair. She kind of looks like Katy Perry. Um, so yeah, I mean, never really hit me. And when I found out, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. And yeah, basically we have the movie Believe in Christmas at the end. Yeah, James Caan has to believe in Christmas. Um, Overall, it's an enjoyable movie. It's not one of those movies I watch every Christmas. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, to be honest. But when I do watch it, I will say it does make me feel good. Like, makes me feel like a good person. Makes me feel good inside. It's not for me. It's not a mandatory watch. I mean, for me, mandatory Christmas watch would be Frosty the Snowman and the Home Alone movies. Those would be mandatory for me. But Elf, I could see why this would be a mandatory watch for some people. For me, it's not really a mandatory watch. It's like there for me. It's a fun movie. Don't get me wrong, but it's a good movie. It's just a good movie. That's really it. It's just a good movie. It's pretty funny for what it has to be. It's funny for what it has to be. Will Ferrell, great actor. Great comedian. Brings humor onto the table. James Caan, pretty funny too. Haven't watched too much of James Caan, to be honest. But he's pretty good for what he has to do. His son Daniel Tay, I've seen him in some stuff. I know he's done some stuff. Um, he's done some stuff after that, after Elf. Um, Pretty good. He was decent in that movie. So in this movie, sorry. So yeah, he hasn't really done anything since like 2007 though. So I think he's retired. Um, so yeah, I mean, overall, it was pretty well acted, pretty well written. It has the right amount of comedy, the right amount of heart, to get you into that Christmas spirit. Overall, it's a good movie. I like it. It's good. It's not a must-watch Christmas movie for me personally, but I still like it nevertheless. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty good movie. Definitely do watch Elf if you haven't already. Even though it's not a must-watch Christmas movie on a yearly basis for me, I still recommend you should watch it around the Christmas holiday because Elf, yeah, Christmas Elf. Uh, and I'm pretty sure if elves do exist, they probably would act like Buddy the Elf. Not Peter Dinklage, and don't call Peter Dinklage an elf. Holy shit! Yeah, don't mess with Tyrion. Yeah, or yeah, don't mess with Tyrion. Angry little elf. So yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the movie. Have you seen it? And if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Comment that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.